Ips. How goes it? Alrighty then. Check it. Poppin' tags. Alright. Here we go. Aww. I should have brought a bed in here for you, baby. Here you go. I got a blankie for you, though. Oopsie. Wait. I feel like this is draining. WTF, mate. We need some more in there. We need more. This is lower than I thought. I thought I had it. More full. Poppin' tags. Oh, hi, Zendo. You cool, yo? It's not cool. Hi there, William Walters. Alright. My top is good. There we go. A little bit warmer now. A little bit warmer now. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, hello there, CPH. What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back. Haley said that she wants to make a piece of art for one of the emotes for you, CPH. Wants to do she wants to like make an emote of you as a robot. She's a really good artist, so that's what she wants to do. And I was like, that's a cool idea. Why not? Hi, Baked Beans and Carter Hughes. Am I enjoying God of War, aka Dad of Boy? Oh yeah. Oh baby. Indeed. Let's see, here we go. Hot tub. There we go. So now the notification. How close am I to spells this week? Let's see. Ooh, I still got a ways to go. We got a ways to go, boys. Boys. Oh, shit. We're pretty full now. Pretty full. That's what I like to see, though. Oh, wait. We're on the wrong one right here. What the fuck? Oh no, we aren't. Holy shit. Let's get it. All right, there we go. Now I'm set. What did I say? Sounds like she'll make an emote of you. Yeah, that's the idea. As a robot was her idea, I guess. An artistic version. When it comes to video games, you'd rather go with Joel from Last of Us or Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza games. I don't know those people. I do not. I've never owned a console, like modern console. I just did it as a kid on PC Master Race, so I don't touch any like PlayStation exclusives or anything. Read today. Yep, Sir Woman Respecter. And yeah, PC Master Race indeed. And that's pretty amazing since a few of your friends call you a robot. Well, I mean, I guess she had the right idea then. That was just how she envisioned you artistically. She just thinks of the name CPH as like robot-y, like, you know, R2D2 or C3PO. CPH. Okay. Let's see how it is now. Oh, baby. So there's this place here called Black Box, and it's a gym. It's like it's interesting because it's a virtual reality gym where they have this game and like controller setup or whatever that they specifically designed for this, and it looks pretty cool. There's a free trial, and we're gonna give it a shot because I would like to get in really good shape, but it's hard to work out. But I feel like if it was gamified like that, because I'm very competitive, so if there's with like the leaderboards and everything and all that, I feel like maybe I could get really into it, and then I could do well, and I'd get into the shape that I want. If someone made an emote of me, it's a bit weird but kind of flattering to you. I mean, that's the idea, right? We were thinking of doing something like anyone who gifts at least 20 subs or does like at least 5,000 bits or whatever, something like that, you know, then they could have an emote made of them for that would be part of the channel until all the slots are filled at least. And then the requirements might have to get harder. Well, yeah, Slid. The idea is that it would be obviously, like, only a few people can do it because there's not that many slots. So it would just be a kind of way to say thank you to the biggest supporters and stuff. Since obviously it'd be a lot of work. She has to spend all the time drawing it and making it and everything. She's a really good artist though. She's really good at drawing, so she can probably make some nice ones. Right, Zinny? Zinny says correct. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know if she needs anything from you though, CPH. Unless there's something you want to give, I guess, that you think would influence it or something. I don't know. I think she was just gonna kind of wing it. We'll have to see though. I could ask her if she wants if there's anything she wants that would help. Gotta think about what you want to do before your big surgery in 2 weeks, like fun wise. Oh yeah. What are your options to do? Hi there, Onion Warrior. Do I know that Burger King has chicken fries? I do. They're pretty good. Lydian, how is my evening going? Hey there, cleanup guys. Pretty good. Starting stream number 2 tonight. Since I was streaming God of War earlier, but now hot tub time. Never seen a trans person before. Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like you're trolling, but maybe not. You never know. Maybe someone really never has. I mean, they probably have. They just didn't know it, right? Captain Obvious here. You're breathtaking. Well, thanks, Real. Rael Hawkwincha. Like a bucket list for you, Slade. I see. I don't know, that's hard. I mean, are you gonna be like not able to do things for a long time in recovery after the surgery or something like that? So you want to like do things because you're gonna be in bed recovering for a while or something like that? I don't know how it works, I guess. I did lurk a bit in that one, but couldn't chat. Gotcha, cleanup guys. Oh, you live in Asia. The sun. I see you. God of War is one of your faves. I've never played any of the God of War series before, and I felt like maybe it was time. Since it's supposed to be so good and stuff. So far, I've been enjoying it. After I finish this stream, I'll probably lay in bed with my Steam Deck and play another hour of it or something before passing out. Honestly. You've seen cross-dressers, but no, like, full-blown transitions. How do you know, though, the sun? Like, plenty of us out there that you can't even tell with. So how do you know? The recovery is going to take a bit. You'll get physical therapy. I see. Well, that'll be an experience, I guess. Stay positive, I suppose, right? I mean, the recovery from my bottom surgery was rough and long and all that jazz, but there were good parts too. There were some nice parts. Not having to work, for instance, taking work off was a nice little break. Getting to stay in a hotel and hang out with a friend and get taken a bit care of. Those things were all nice changes. The other three are a bit different than the newer one. I see. I'm just playing the newest one. The one that's on PC. And I'm liking it. I don't know anything about the series or never played any. Cheers. This top keeps feeling like it's coming off. I don't know. It's annoying though. Annoying me. Alright. Everyone keeps talking about freaking God of War Ragnarok, but yeah, I won't be playing it since I don't own a PlayStation. I'm not ever gonna get one on principle. I've got my Steam Deck. That's all I need. I love the Steam Deck. I'm so addicted to it. It's like, it's reignited my desire to play so many games just because it's so convenient to be able to like just lay on the couch in front of the TV or whatever, or in bed, just grab my Steam Deck and play it, you know. No, like I have a gaming laptop too, but it's just not the same. You've got to like, it's hot, and you got to like put it on your legs and then have a mouse and you know, or bring the controller and then bring the charger and like all this shit, you know. It's way more of a pain. You have a PlayStation, Nintendo household. Yeah. I can't abide by consoles. Just not mine. Not my style. Nor anyone I date. That's like a deal breaker for me. Honestly, honest to God, deal breaker. I've never dated anyone who wasn't also like PC Master Race, you know? Couldn't do it. I mean, I've dated people who had consoles as well, just like, but weren't that serious about them. They just had them, like, additionally, but mainly were computer. That's the way to go. Because Haley has an Xbox One as well, but she also has an incredibly nice gaming PC, which is what she primarily uses. Well, gaming laptop, I guess. PCs are actually cheaper than consoles, though. That's what I don't get. I mean, this gaming laptop I have right here, damn, I think I only paid, the one that I'm streaming off of right now, I bought this, like, shit, it's like 2.5 years ago now, and still, still really good, and definitely can run anything on high settings. And it was only like $550, and like you don't have to get one this nice either. And that's a laptop. You can just get a desktop, and it can be way cheaper than that too. Or you can get a Steam Deck. Shit, those things are only $400, and they'll play any game out. Any game. $400, portable and handheld. I mean, how are you going to compare consoles to that? Plus, the best part of PC gaming is you get way cheaper games then, because PC games are so much cheaper than console games. You can just buy them on Steam sale, and holy shit, they're so much cheaper. Does Steam Deck play everything on your stream? Oh yeah. I mean, it plays every game I own. I mean, you can play Elden Ring on Steam Deck. I played God of War, the new God of War on it. High settings. You can play Cyberpunk on it. You can play literally anything on it, you know? And look, it was just how I was raised. I don't like that excuse. How I was raised. I mean, unless you're like under 18, I mean, you're an adult. You can make your own decisions, right? It doesn't matter how you were raised with stuff. You can be your own person. Make your own decisions. I was raised to do a lot of things. I was raised to be a homophobic and a far-right Republican, you know? Doesn't mean I have to be that way. I know, Sir Women Respected, they're so fucking overpriced on eBay, because I considered selling mine on eBay. I was like, shit. I'm definitely like completing my order, but damn, it was tempting to basically just double my money and then wait a little while to get mine, but I was like, nah, I want it now. No, I could sell it for a lot more than $800. I have the highest end model. Mine I can sell for $1,200, because there's different versions of it. I got the most expensive version. No, they're like doubling production. If you pre-order now, you'll get it by October. That's where they're sending pre-orders out right now, but you just need to reserve it. It's only $5 to put a reservation down, and you can refund it whenever you want to if you decide not to get it. I would highly recommend putting a reservation down, because even if you decide you don't want it, you could just order it too and then sell it on eBay if you wanted, or just refund it and not get it, you know? But highly recommend just grabbing a reservation on it, since it's basically free, no risk. Thank you, David Johnson. Wait, I turned on that fancy ray tracing. I have no idea what that means. You were raised as a Christian. Now you're leftist, atheist. Still loyal to PlayStation and Nintendo. Yeah, so it's your choice. I was raised on consoles as well. There for a while, I was very loyal to PlayStation. Well, at first, I guess it was Nintendo. My SNES and stuff. And then very loyal to PlayStation. Until around early 2000s. With like Halo 2 in particular in like Xbox 360. And playing that stuff. And then kind of switched there. Always while being mainly PC though, but I still used to see the value in consoles then and like those. But I would use Nintendo for handhelds always. I always owned like all the Game Boys and stuff. But as I got older, you know, it's just consoles have become more and more unnecessary, I feel. Nowadays, where all games are pretty much on all platforms and released simultaneously, I don't see a point in consoles anymore. And like when I was young, it was nice to like all my friends being on Xbox Live or whatever, playing Call of Duty together and whatnot, stuff like that. But nowadays, all my friends are just on Steam, you know, and we play PC games. Hi there, Ivan the Goat. Kirby vs. Kratos. I used to love Kirby's Dream Course. It was like the golf Kirby hybrid thing. I don't know. I was obsessed with that one for a while on SNES as a kid. I remember that. I don't know what it was that got me on that. I can't remember much about it even, but I remember being into that. That was the only Kirby game I was really into, I think. Maybe some on Game Boy. Little Kirby. Oh, hi, Zinny. Are you a Kirby? Yeah. Kirby. Bum, 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 bum. What up, guys? Oops. All right, who has a good question for me? What do you guys got? Huh? Personal. Something. Not. Not any of the like over discuss political topics, you know, like gun control and shit. Cause damn. So many shootings. But yeah, we don't need to go there. We don't need to go there. How about like Samus versus Kratos? Or who else would there be? One to 10. How ticklish am I? Like a 2 or 3 maybe. Not very ticklish. Not at all. Anyone have any some deep ones for me? What you guys got? Who's got me here? You have the most random but inappropriate question. Well, I often like the inappropriate questions. They can be fun. It depends what kind of inappropriate, you know? Because there's a lot of inappropriate or non-politically correct stuff that I really like, but sometimes eating that, see, I don't consider that inappropriate. Eating ass, yay or nay? That's a yay for me, definitely. Haley was like, so she's been a little taken off guard by just how much of an anal fetish in general, ass fetish, I guess, that I have. But yeah, I got really into that. I never envisioned being into that, I guess, but with my first girlfriend in college, I don't know, I licked her ass at some point, and like then she wanted me to. I can't remember how it happened, but I'm pretty sure I was skeptical on it at first, and then maybe part of it was how into it she was, like, because she could come so easily from that, and I don't know, that just became a thing. Ever since then, just love licking girl's ass. I would never do it with a guy, though. Never. Not a turn on for me at all. Guys are too gross. Has to be a girl. weirdly enough, I've had a lot of guys I've dated who, like, super early on, they've done it to me without even asking. You know, they just, like, straight went for it. Like, whatevs. I'm not opposed to it or super into it when it comes to on me. Cat Jam, Mac from New Zealand. Pegging, yay or nay? I mean, sure. Obviously, dating girls, there's lots of strap-ons involved. But guys, sure, why not too? Just a matter of what they're into there. I think a woman who will do it to a guy is pretty hot. I mean, yeah, it could be for a guy, but I'm not gonna do it. Hard pass right there. Guys are just too gross and too hairy, you know? Ugh, they're just too fucking hairy, I think is what it comes down to and stuff. Because that's where most of the bacteria and, like, everything is. It's in the hair, you know? So, yeah. Guys are too gross. And girls are just cleaner about, I mean, you know, just couldn't. Like, honestly, like, I've fucked a lot of girls in the ass and just played with their asses in general, like, a lot. And I've, like, never once had any feces on anything. You know, there's never even been, like, anything with any poop on it, whatever. I've also, all the girls I've dated have been particularly cleanly and stuff like that too, but fuck, guys are, I mean, I've fucked around with guys' butts before, for sure, not with my tongue, but I've seen poop has been present on more than a few occasions, you know? So yeah, not happening. As a man, it grosses you out if guys don't shower often or wash their hands after using the bathroom? Yeah. Do I have daddy issues? I mean, what's the stream title say? There's some nasty girls too. I mean, I agree. I mean, it's not something I would do to every girl either. I'm definitely picky on it. It's a small portion of the populace as far as they have to be a certain type of girl too for me to be into it. This combo you're dying. Oh yeah. Do you scent? What does that mean? The only nasty girl you've seen was on Chatterbait. She stuck a hairbrush and there was poop on it. Oh my god. That's Jesus, dude. That just Matter, baby, with the sub. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, I've gotta do some backwards writing now. Let's see. There we go. Matter B. Had to do it backwards because my camera's flipped, so have to write backwards. Guys are nasty as fuck as a guy. Yeah. In your opinion, body hair or pubic hair is normal for all genders? If you're gonna keep the hair though, then wash it more thoroughly. I mean, yeah. It just when it comes to the booty, you know, in general, if someone doesn't have hair in there, it's gonna be a lot cleaner. 'Cause unless they're right out of the shower, I don't know, like, if I was ever going to do it to a guy, like if I had to, or, you know, there's like a situation where, say, someone I loved was going to die otherwise or whatever, you know, I would do it if, I mean, I guess I'd do it in that situation regardless, but like, a guy would definitely have to be like right after he got out of the shower, you know, not anything besides just out of the shower. It's only possible way. Only way. Everyone in this chat. What are we talking? We're talking about booty eating. Ass licking. Take showers, dude. Yes. Take some showers. You have to wait for him outside the bathroom doors and he walks out. Pounce on that ass. So yeah, that's the plan right there. You got a plan. That's how you get him. That's how you get him. There you go. Oh, wait. There we go. I got it. Bye. Matter baby. Good to see you too. Thanks for the sub. Got you. All right, that was a good question, a good discussion we got out of that. So, who else has got another good one for me? See, inappropriate can be fun. Just has to be the right kind of inappropriate, you know. Gotta be just right. Right then, dog. Yeah, you know what I mean, don't you? She's just chilling right there. Looking at me. Hi, bud. Hi. Are you cold? Let me... Oh my gosh, I made her day, dude. She's so happy now. I got her all covered in a blankie. She was cold. What else we got here? I'm trying to think of a topic to get things going myself, but it's hard. It's hard. I need a question. Like, what? What kind of people have I dated? What kind of people have I dated? My tastes have changed over the years. Definitely. Not so much with girls, but with guys, my taste definitely changed. At first with guys, I was most concerned about like physical attraction, honestly, because I'm not very physically attracted to guys at all. And so that was more of my concern. And I was just trying to figure out if I like really even could be attracted to guys at all. And after experimenting, I found that I could. It was harder. It was different. I guess I should say different. Like, it was more required time and emotional connection and things like that. But what was that? My shit just cut out. Weird. So then, anyways, what was I getting at? I guess I kind of like what I was looking for. It took some time with guys to kind of figure that out. Because what I want in guys is weirdly very different than what I want in females. Because I have a very different kind of attraction and just kind of relationship dynamic that I prefer. Like with guys, I prefer to be much more submissive and traditional and whatnot. But with girls, I like having more of the traditional guy role, you know? Like I prefer to be more of the guy in the relationship with girls and then more of the girl with guys, you know? So kind of is different. So yeah, took some time with guys, and that's why I dated so many shitty guys too, who were way far off from the things that I actually wanted, because I don't know, it was a learning process. You have to date, I feel like everyone, you have to date a lot and date a lot of people to actually truly understand what it is you want and need from a partner. And I've learned with guys, I was too concerned with looks at first, over not concerned enough with stuff like love languages and just their mental state, lots of things like that. Because damn, I need someone who's definitely like a romantic and stuff like that. It makes all the difference. All the difference. Damn. How many have you? What do you mean? Like, how many guys have I dated, or how many girls, or how many both? I've dated, I mean, I would say I've basically had depending on how you classify them, like 3 or 4 relationships with females and 3 or 4 relationships with guys. Yeah. Basically that. Any hard breakups? Oh yeah. There's been some hard ones. I was gonna talk about that. Would you ever take the rice purity test on stream? I don't know what that is, but it sounds interesting, and yeah. That sounds like something I'd do. An interesting idea. I'd have to look what that actually is. It's not like too too bondagey or anything, right? It's like, I mean, I'm assuming it, I don't know actually what kind of questions they ask, right? Yeah, I just meant like what kind of questions they are. They're like, is it about like kinky shit, or like how many people you've slept with, or what exactly? Consider it though. What do I have on? A bikini. What do you mean, how would we classify? Because a lot of my relationships and whatnot are very unique. Very unique. Like, there was a situation where a girl and I, my best friend, who I'd also like, we weren't in a relationship, but we were very close and would get sexual. Sometimes it was complicated, but then during that period, we started dating an older married couple. So they were like, I picked them up in a bar actually. They're like this hot older married couple who had started becoming like polyamorous and swingers. And I started like dating the female married woman, and she was dating the guy, and we'd go over to their house and sleep over, and I'd have sex with her and she'd have sex with him. Not like swingers, because it wasn't just about sex. Like, we were dating, we'd go out to dinner and whatnot. Whenever we were hanging out, I'd be hanging out with her and she'd be hanging out with him, and that's how we'd sleep too, and stuff. And so it was like, do you count that as a relationship? Like, I mean, I count that as, I mean, like, I could go kind of either way on that almost, but I'd count it as someone that I had a relationship with, because it was over a pretty long period of time, So that's why I say a lot of my relationships have been very vague and unique and interesting like that too. So that's why I say there's other ones that, I mean, I could go either way on whether they would count as a relationship or not. I really have not had that many like traditional relationships. Mine tend to all be very different and unique. You're 1 year older? Well, happy birthday, nation. Have I ever dated other trans people? Yes and no. Meisterga with the 200 bits cheer. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah. Like, here's the thing. Me dating other trans people. One person, there's a girl, the girl I was with 5 years, she never came out of the closet or anything, but she was basically non-binary, I would say. And so there's that, but she always just did identify. She never transitioned or anything like that. But then, thank you, Meisterga. Then there was this trans couple that I like in particular, I got kind of involved with one of them. Like, I tried sort of dating them. They were poly and like branching out and all that, and I was just like hanging out with them, and I kind of just wanted to be, honestly, I was just not very into them or attracted to them, and I wanted to be more of a mentor sort of and a friend, and I was helping them out with things and whatnot, them and their girlfriend, and things went really badly. They started getting into fights over me, like it was messing up their relationship because they were both like too into me, and it got messy because then I was like trying to pull back, and they like made it more clearly friendship, and they were they kind of threw a fit over that too and stuff, and yeah, it went really, really poorly. That's pretty much my only experience with dating anyone trans, did not go well because I don't know. I've never been attracted enough, I guess, to someone. Because to me, being trans is not attractive, I guess, like it is to some people. It's not like a positive by any means. It's definitely not a turn on to me or anything, because I don't know, there's a lot of shit that comes with being trans, and I guess what it is too is people who are actually like fully transitioned and truly done are rare to find, and those ones are, and people who aren't, there's just a lot of, like, I already transitioned once. That's not something I want to deal with again. Like, no offense, like, I don't mind being a friend and a mentor to people and helping, other trans people in that way, but like I don't want to be dating someone going through that shit. Like it's too much. It's too much work and pressure and focus on some shit that I already did. Once was enough. Once was more than enough. Fuck that shit. Bum 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 bum. Had to mod a little bit there. There we go. Haha. Gotcha, bitch. Alright, there we go. You are really attractive and amazing to you, without a doubt. Well, thanks, Potato. And welcome back. Isn't it a little late for you to still be up? Or are you up early? Is that what it is? Do I prefer guys or girls? It's pretty close now, honestly. As I was talking about earlier, like I've dated almost an even number of guys and girls. Pretty close to even split. Wasn't sure if I could date guys, but then found I could. It's just different. Oh, and I forgot. Someone earlier, they asked me, any bad breakups? Oh, yeah. Gosh. Bad breakups. I mean, depends what you consider a bad breakup, I guess. But, like, as far as hard on me, I mean, I'm trying to think. I've typically always been the one who has broken up with people, but actually not my most recent breakup. I think that was the first one where they broke up with me, and that one was actually really fucking rough. That one I struggled with hard because I didn't feel like it was over. It shouldn't have been over, and it was like, I took it hard. I went on a bit of a bender after that one. Outside of that, though, like my first breakup, I was with a girl for 5 years, and I was the one who ended it, and I was really, really hard. Even though I ended it just like after being with someone for 5 years and then being alone and everything, it was pretty devastating to me. Woke up in the middle of the night. Gotcha. Potato. My history with bad breakups is rough. Yeah. Where are we there? What do you mean when? I have no idea what you're talking about there. Time, okay. And let's see here. So bad breakups. Trying to think other ones too. There was another. It was a rough breakup because we'd been together like 9 months, and then out of nowhere he decided to move away, like 6 hours away, to Lake Tahoe, and things were going really great between us. And you know, we both knew that was the end of the relationship, though, because obviously long distance is stupid and pointless, you know. So it was hard because it was really rough. I struggled with that because, you know, everything was just so great, and I was pretty crazy about him, but that was the end. It was a really rough goodbye. We spent like the final 2 days together before he left, and the next morning and stuff, and it was just like a really rough goodbye with a lot of tears from both of us. Someone. Yeah, I don't know about that, nation. Let's see. Where are we going? Jeez, too many. Trying to catch up, guys. How big's that bulge? I mean, there's no bulge. I have a vagina. Like, some people are so dumb. Crazy how dumb they are. Bum bum bum. Okay, to see it. One guy said we switch genders when reincarnated. I don't know about that. I believe in science. Not so much that kind of stuff, you know? Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. All right. You guys think of a new question? I'm going to grab some drinks. Should you visit your ex after 7 months? Dude, I have no idea. No one can answer that, you know. It's a question for yourself. No one could possibly know that shit without knowing, like, fuckloads of information and details about the situation. All right. I'm grabbing another drink. Dripping. Sorry, Zendo. All right, guys. Be right back. Stay zen. Stay a little doge. Okay. There we go. Here we go. All right, guys. We want what we want. That's true. Galunga Swarm. Although, just saying, we want what we want isn't necessarily enough either, and that we need to be more self-aware than that, right? We need to, it's okay to want what you want, but you need to be honest with yourself about it, and you need to understand why you want what you want. You need to do more introspection and thought on those things than that, because otherwise it will, if you don't understand that, it will often result in you or other people getting hurt because of that. Because sometimes if you're too focused on wanting a specific thing, and you don't understand why, you'll lack the insight to do it properly, kind of, and to understand the rest of what you want. Like, it's just complicated, and basically you need to do better than just that, wanting what you want. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Nation 369, are you a guy in the closet? Basically, probably, but it's more complicated than that. I think in a lot of cases, yes. When guys have a specific trans fetish, it has to do with them repressing parts of their sexuality or personality or whatever. You're not being fully honest with yourself about certain things. But there is a huge difference between specifically seeking out trans people and like just being okay, not caring if someone's trans or not. That's a totally different thing. Like someone, it doesn't, like I've only dated straight guys and they are definitely straight, you know, but they've just been into me despite being trans, not because I'm trans. Most of them, they didn't even know I was trans when they started dating me. I didn't even tell them till later. So those are just different things. But yeah, I've also, back before I passed and when I was openly trans, I had a lot of guys who did like essentially wanted me or were into me because they had their own issues and they were looking at me as someone who could basically help them explore their sexuality and understand more of themselves in like a safer environment almost, you know? So, yeah. What does it feel like having breasts? Is it nice? Yeah. It is, sure. I touch them all the time and play with them. They're nice. How do I feel about pegging? It's chill. Not particularly into it, but if a guy is, I've done it before. Not opposed to it. Goodbye, Anton. Thanks for coming by. I'm like, how different is the feeling from not having breasts to having breasts? Pretty different. Having boobs is pretty crazy. Going from a penis to vagina is a lot crazier, though, I'll tell you. Way crazier. Let's see. Ever thought about having children? Yeah. That's why I have sperm frozen. I did that when I was young. To be safe. So that I could have children with a female partner. Or if I ended up with a guy, we could do like a 1-in-1 situation, you know? Something like that. You look great. Thanks, time. Okay. Thanks, Josie Lynch. I mean, sounds like you need to do some introspection, nation. Understand yourself a little better and what it is you like and why. Nice boobs in here. Well, thanks. Have I had intercourse since I changed? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I had my surgery in September of 2019, so it's been a while now. I'm closing shit. It's crazy. I'm closing in on 3 years. Damn. That's pretty nuts that it's been that long. Pretty nuts. So yeah. I've had my fair share of sex in that time. Serious question. Do you still have the sensations of a phantom penis? No, honestly. Probably because it's not actually gone, you know? Like, the penis is still there. It essentially, all the parts are, they're just moved around, you know? Because a penis is basically just an overgrown vagina. It just requires basic, you know, they start out the same. They just develop a little differently, and a penis gets a little bit more, basically. So it's just a matter of removing some materials, and after that, they're essentially just the same thing. Did I get FFS? I had a tracheal shave. I had a small Adam's apple, but I had that removed just because it gave me anxiety. I always just kind of looked like a female, I guess. People would always be confused. Very feminine features in general. Thanks, Joshua. Ghost penis. Oh, yeah. Heather Darcy. And thanks, Time okay. Yeah. Honestly, what did more? Hormones helped a lot with like phase 2, but really what ended up doing wonders for me after just for my appearance was getting my eyebrows tattooed. Getting that by a good artist was damn. That was life-changing for me. How much it changed my appearance along with changing my hairstyle. Like I learned I had to get hair out of my face so my jawline can actually show. I look so much better with my facial structure actually exposed versus covering my jawline. Even though I have a strong jaw, it works for me, I guess. High-fiving after sex. Yay or nay? Yeah. Sure. Why not? I like it. So yeah. Who else has something for me? Questions. Inappropriate is fine. Just not a certain kind of inappropriate, you know? That's what I'm down for. Let's do it. It's my favorite thing I like to do. Josh, gaming, honestly. That or Molly. Dude, Molly is a good time. Good Molly is a good fucking time. Also, I do love hanging out with someone in late night talks, listening to music, and just talking and chilling, sharing. It's a good time too. Have I ever tried Vegemite? I've not. Would you date a professional Dota player? No. They'd have to be professional. Now, League of Legends, that's a different story. But, dude, fuck Dota. I'm all about League of Legends. Pro gamer in general, though, is pretty hot, you know? I'm just anti-Dota. How would you go about picking up a trans girl? Don't seek out trans girls. Just treat them like every other female. That's it. Don't ever say anything about them being trans, you know? Unless they bring it up. Like, they should just be, in your mind, they should just be a female and they should be treated as such, and nothing needs to be said beyond that. Never need to mention anything. Don't even say the word trans, any anecdotes, nothing. Since we are on the topic, I might add, you look chiseled. What is your workout routine? You look amazing. Dude, I do not. I'm trying to get in shape. I've been doing 8-minute abs. But I'm like, I hate what shape I'm in right now. I need to get in better. Actually, we're trying. There's a free trial that we're going to try to this gym tomorrow. It's a special, like, it's a gym that's here. It's this company that's launched out of Boise, and it's a VR gym where they've really gamified it and made it really competitive and everything, with leaderboards, and you're like, they made it into a game and everything. And so I'm gonna try that to see. We're gonna try that, see how it goes, see how I feel about it, you know? Maybe I can get in the shape I want to get into then. Maybe. I hope. Which would be nice. Alright, where we got? Let's see. Bum bum bum. Friend of yours transitioned last year, but she had years of pain. They investigated. She was born with her body making pregnant woman hormones. She was actually suffering monthly period pain. Do you ever feel with hormones treatment that you express a monthly cycle in any form? No. Not that I've ever noticed. I shouldn't, because my hormones are consistent. There's no change, so hopefully should remain stable. Darcy, you're a pro LoL player. Yeah, somehow I doubt that. Hi from San Diego. Can we see a before pic? There is one on my Twitter, or you can see it on my YouTube. On my YouTube, my most popular video includes a before pic. Wow, how I'm so jealous. Please clean up, guys. Holy shit. Look at me next to Haley, and holy shit. She's got like a fucking 6-pack and shit, you know? She's in great shape. I need some more work. Ooh. Okay, time. Oh, there we go. Time okay. Good luck with that. Have fun with your ex. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Yes. I like pineapple on pizza. Hell yeah. Has estrogen changed the way you think? Like when a girl asks you what I'm thinking, I say nothing. They tend to not believe me. Well, that's true. When guys say that, they're lying. When people in general say that, they're lying. I mean, it's something I've said before many times, and I know when I've said it, I've been lying. Mostly not revealing it because because of anxiety, you know. I'm not saying the truth, but that's a whole different thing. That doesn't have anything to do with gender, really, in my opinion. Hey, Fuzzy Buns. But yeah, estrogen's definitely changed a lot of things. It's, oh my god. Definitely seen a lot of changes. Personality and maybe not personality wise, but like emotionally, for sure. Like before estrogen, like I'd never cried or anything. Now, shit. Way more emotional, for sure. Way more emotional. And just more empathetic. More I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's not like easily generalized. In that way, there's definitely been changes though. I react to different situations far differently than I would have used to. And there's like, I feel like it definitely did influence my attraction and in males too, increasing. I just didn't, I don't know. Change things. Complicated. Hard to understand. I need some more heat in here. Let's get some hot in here. Oh, Nintendo, little buddy. There we go. Hi, bud. Oh my gosh, wait. We got some Raiders. What's up, Raiders? Hi there. Kate Bots. What's up, guys? Sorry, I'm adding some hot water. So a little loud. How is your stream there, Kate Bots? And as far as your question goes, Scoo Fister, I I don't feel like men are more accepting trans women in dating slowly. I mean, maybe they are, but what I feel like happened was I felt an incredible change immediately, like when I was post-op. That was like night and day. Dating guys pre-op and post-op made such a huge difference. Aureus Khan with the 69 bits chair. Thank you. You get mushroom emotes. Oh, you played Wubba Lubba Dub Dub. Thanks, Aureus Khan. Stream was cool. You made pizza? You did a cooking stream? Nice. You... Wait. Sound alerts didn't work? Ah. Wait. Isn't that on you? I thought I fixed that, but I haven't had anyone... Wait. Why is it not showing this on here? Weird. Oh shit, it is deleted off here. What the fuck? I thought I had that fixed. That's annoying. Ah, it's on here. I'll have to... Unlucky. Unlucky. I'll have to fix that later. Because I thought I had it fixed, but apparently not on my hot tub streaming page. I have it fixed on... It's working on, like, all my other scenes, but just not this one, apparently. Unlucky. Wait. Oh no. Aureus Khan. Let me see her. I know what I need to do. Wait. How do I add it? It's a... Is it a browser source? Is that what it is? Third-party widget. Yes. There's the sound alert one. Ad source. There it is. There we go. That's it. I added sound alerts now to this one because it wasn't on there. So I think it is actually good now. Holy shit. My bad there. On that. I don't know how that wasn't there. Should be good. Double check. Yeah. I believe so. My bad. I got it now. Dun dun dun. Does your roommate get annoyed you're streaming from the bathroom? Nah. She's cool with that. Let's see. You arrived right at the end of Kate's stream, so you want to say hi to everyone now. Gotcha. C4. How was my night? My night has been great. It's been great. Hey there, Fuzzy Buns. I haven't seen much of you tonight, but glad you're here. Hi guys. Holy shit. Oh, Cassie. Okay. Not C4. Cassie. That makes more sense. Can you imagine they've been wanting to pee for the past hour and 40 minutes? Yeah, no, actually, my laptop, it is sitting on the toilet, so damn. They would not, no one would be able to, you know? But yeah, there's another bathroom upstairs, so it's all good. I'd pee in the tub. You don't know how that works with TOS. If it's a secret. I mean, if no one knows, right? Nothing, like, they don't know. They can't prove it. It's all good, right? Gotta be able to prove that you peed in the bathtub. Pretty sure you could get away with that one. As long as you didn't comment on it, you know? You'd wink at chat if you were peeing. I mean, still, it's hard to say that a wink conclusively proved you're peeing, you know? I think you might be in the clear on that one. There's a fuzzy there. Had to get the fuzzy. Just think you had something in your eye. Yeah. Why giving away all my secrets? Thought you meant your roommate standing on the side and peeing in the bathtub. We would definitely be able to tell. Holy shit, yeah. I think you might be able to tell on that one, but she could just come in here and be like, oh, I'm just gonna chill in the tub for a bit, and then she could totally just like piss in here and get away with it. That would be a pretty sneaky way she could get away with it on me and troll me. Because then if she did that too, I wouldn't be able to say anything about it, you know? She'd like, you know, she'd have me in a bind there. I can't even say anything about it until after stream, so I'm just stuck, basically. Thank goodness she's a good enough person not to do that. Do you think cats love their person like dogs? Or are cats just assholes? They're kind of just assholes. I mean, I saw a study on it in general too that proved there's like a pretty conclusive study recently that showed that cats are significantly less intelligent than dogs in general too. Some people debate that, but yeah, that's them projecting. Some people try and pretend that cats basically just being assholes is them somehow being smarter, but they're just not as developed. They haven't had as much time and breeding with humans that dogs have, and so dogs are they've developed more of the emotional evolution that we've applied to them. They've become more like humans than cats have, and by our standards at least smarter, and that they They are more emotional. They're more emotionally intelligent, more well-rounded individuals, and they can learn more easily too, which is kind of the most basic definition of intelligence, ability to learn. Which dogs, it's hard to deny that dogs beat cats at that pretty handily. People try and excuse it by, cats are just sassy. They're independent. They understand they don't want to comply. It's they just don't quite have the same capabilities. You've had cats that were as lovey as dogs, but also reserve the right to be assholes. It's true too, and I mean, I don't believe that any cat is as lovey as dogs, but I've had cats that were very, very lovey and whatnot, but still not on dogs' levels. And yes, we do have a second bathroom. There's another full bathroom upstairs with a shower and everything. You wouldn't be surprised. Cats have much smaller brains. They're tiny. Well, I mean, what about Chihuahuas, though? Right here. I mean, come on. This right here. Look at this. This is a tiny little critter. And she is the most emotional, loving, needy thing I've ever seen, Look at her. She's my ESA, my emotional support animal right here from my stream. And she's tiny, but damn, is that an emotional fucking dog. She's so sensitive to everything. This dog is the neediest. Chihuahuas in general are just so needy. She has to be under the covers in bed sleeping, She's ridiculous. Thank ya, unknown soldier, for the rose. Appreciated. Did I meet with a photographer? I don't know what you mean, Mario's. I take my own pictures, though. Dogs being needy. Oh, yeah. Dogs are like kids, and cats are like teenagers. Oh, yeah. I don't know about that. Earning a cat's affection is like beating a Dark Souls game. It is harder, but more rewarding. No. I'll tell you honestly, earning a Chihuahua's affection is fucking hard. It's really hard. God, I've been trying so hard with. I just want my roommate's dog to love me as much as he loves her, but I know that'll never happen, sadly. But I just want him to. I want it to be closer. I want him to have to at least think and be oh, maybe I'll consider Anne, and then I'll go with, not just to be such an immediate always with her, And yeah, it's hard. It's hard to win that affection, but I've worked on it a lot. I'm trying to win him over. He likes me so much more than he used to. But yeah, it is hard to win. It's hard to win them over. You're assuming that the study was not saying all dogs are smarter than cats? I mean, it's just talking about averages across multiple breeds of both randomly testing. Have I decided how many hours a week I want to be in the bathtub? No. I've just been winging it, dude. I'm figuring it out as I go. No idea yet how everything will go. If I make naked photographs with a photographer, no. I don't have a photographer. I only take my own pictures. Screw a photographer. I don't need that. Take my own stuff. What do Chihuahuas want? And you say food and attention. That's true. Cuddles. I mean, and what Zinni wants, she will. Alright, the way to Zinni's heart, it's not through food. It's through blankets. I swear to you. That is how you win her over, is with blankets. This dog is like fucking obsessed with blankets. She has to be under blankets. Like, it's her thing. If there's a blanket in the house, if there's one out anywhere, especially if a person is like under it or touching it or whatever, like, she wants to be a part of that so badly. And if you let her come, like, you put a blanket over her, or you let her come under a blanket with you, especially, like, damn, you win her over hard with that. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Did the puppy move in with you, or did you move into the pup's home? I moved in to his home. This is my new place. I used to live at a different one, and I moved in here. Although before I moved in, like right before I moved in, my roommate went to Mexico for like 2 weeks, and I dog sat. And I was with him for like 2 weeks alone, you know? My dog and him. 3 of us chilling in the apartment, and so I got some quality bonding time right there with no Haley. Why am I so adorable? Well, thanks, Eric. And let's see. Hey guys. Moving into an animal's home is usually pretty nice. There, are you comfortable? See it as an opportunity for more attention? I mean, his hardest adjustment was dealing with my dog. That's what he had a hard time with, was he's like, my dog is very social. And she gets along with other dogs great and other people in general. She's like a very, when it comes to that, you know, she's pretty well-rounded. She really socializes with people well, and other dogs, she'll never bite back even when they're aggressive with them and everything. Like, she's very chill. But Tibbers, as we call him, he is not, and he kind of has some anxiety and trauma from how he grew up too, with like a dog who bullied him and stuff. And so he had some issues with there being another dog who shared attention and everything. But it's been really good for him. He's adjusted really well, and it's made him a better dog by learning from it and whatnot. And like, it's so cute because they get along really well now. Sometimes they'll just like curl up in the same bed together. They're a little Chihuahua duo, and it's adorable. It just took some time, but yeah, it's cute. They're buddies now. My freckles are too cute. Well, thanks, mayonnaise. Nope. This channel is English only. No English it means banned, because we can't. That's it. Plain and simple, you know. If you don't like it, too bad. There's plenty of reasons for that. We're not going to monitor what someone else, because you have to moderate your own channel for hate speech. Like, we're not going to have the time to translate every single phrase. Like, it's just, you know, we don't know what people are saying. I don't know. It's uncomfortable. Like, yeah, if you want to talk to someone in another language, take that shit in Whispers or somewhere else, whatever. Welcome to do that, but not in the public channel in my chat. Easy. Like, yeah, you can't moderate messages you can't understand exactly. Like, I can't. Not only is that like stuff no one can interact with, and it's rude in general, but like, on a more serious level than that, like, you can't moderate that for things like hate speech and stuff, you know? It's a liability on top of that to your channel. And good night, cleanup guys. Sorry, I got distracted a little there, but yeah. Thanks, cleanup guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming by. And it doesn't work like that, Marios. Like, we're not gonna, it's irrelevant whether you're gonna say if you said something bad. It's not something I want in my channel, period. You know, other languages, no one else, like the majority, they're just English speaking, so it's rude to the majority, you know. There's no reason for that. Other people can't interact with that. I don't want it. Let's see, you're in a cis relationship. Do you think it's not normal for a cis male? Purse nails. Your partner might not be okay with non-cis practices. I mean, communication, right? That's something that needs to be discussed. And also, why are you doing those things? That's not like, I mean, that's not really cis, like pure hetero cis behavior, you know. Like, Sounds like you need a little more introspection there on what you actually want and how you would like yourself to be defined, and then you need a little honesty and communication with your partner about that, whatever it may be. Yes, English only makes it easier for Twitch moderation than broadcaster. Yep, it is. It's just something that doesn't need to be dealt with, you know? It's a pretty simple and standard rule, English only. If you want to talk and you don't speak English, use Google Translate and type it out like that, you know? Like, it's a million times easier for someone to put something into Google Translate themselves and enter it than expecting, 100 viewers in a streamer who's busy doing other things to do that. Like, it's absurd, you know? That's it. Plain and simple. No arguing. Them's the rules. What's the topic? The topic right now is open for discussion. I'm looking for new topics. You don't want anything more than her in a normal cis relationship, but you do things that aren't normal for a cis male. I mean, none of that really makes sense. Because, is she aware of these things? Have they, do you do them in front of her? What are her opinions on them? Does she have a problem with them? It's just, very unclear what's going on here. Or what the actual problem is, you know? Where's the problem here? Because if you do all these things and she has no issues, if there's no actual issues here, then what's the problem? That's fine then. But where's the actual problem? I've heard that described as having a kink. I don't know if that's accurate regarding wearing a purse and nails. I mean, it could be. I don't know. It's hard to say. Cross-dressing in general is a weird kind of gray area where I've seen some cross-dressers who end up kind of it's like a precursor for them to transition. They're not ready to transition, but they're experimenting sort of more in that phase. And I've seen it as people too who are just attention, basically, or they like an escape from their life or whatever. I don't really know how to describe that, but it's more something that they like the feel of that just for a temporary moment, and then they are good with going back to being male. I don't know. It's something I can't relate to, and I don't understand that much, and I have issues with cross-dressers, honestly, for various reasons. My biggest one being that I feel like it confuses people and makes lives of trans people harder. It's misleading because a lot of people still sadly equate cross-dressers and that sort of thing, the performance whatnot is trans, and it feels very fake. Like they tend to almost do, it's almost like wearing blackface or something. I feel like in the sense that they play it as almost caricatures of women. You know, they do like super overly dramatic makeup. They wear like bodysuits for like overly ridiculous proportions and all that. And it's almost like, you know, it's almost akin to like just doing like what you think of how they draw like black people in old cartoons with like massive lips and just like super, you know, they're caricatures. And it just feels almost offensive when they do it. And yeah, I guess that's my issue there. Let's see. Eric, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Oh no, my cross-dresser take. Shit, sorry. I mean, yeah, blackface. That was a bit of hyperbole there. I was just trying to, I kept picturing when it comes to caricature, like of offensive caricatures, I think of like, I don't know what the era, like 1940s or whatever, like how they drew black people. It's just like so offensive. So offensive. Hyperbole though. It's just kind of in the same vein there of how I perceive it, I guess. It's almost like a mockery of women in some ways, which is my issue, I guess. Oh, okay. You're right. I'm not talking about cross-dressing there. I'm talking about drag. Different things. I am talking about drag there. Hi there, Mr. Hell yeah. What's your favorite thing about being a woman? Fuck. It's really hard to say. Not having to feel like I need to do guy things in situations that call for guy things, whatever. Like, oh, someone needs to lift this heavy thing. Like, I've always been a small fucking person regardless, too, pre-transition or whatever. And, like, not feeling like I have to be that person. Not feeling that pressure is nice. You've thought about bimbofication being a character, and it's notable in the trans community. I agree there too. It is. And bimbofication almost feels similar to drag. A lot of them kind of do the same things that would be present there. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Aureus Khan, for gifting a sub to K-Pots. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Good night, Unyielding Warrior. Drag isn't really about mockery or trying to portray every woman. More of like, I think, a very extreme form of feminine appreciation. I mean, I get that that's like not the intention. I don't think people are going out and doing it intending to be a mockery of women, but just because, like, intentions only go so far, right? Like, sometimes that's what I think is the actual results of it, though. You know, like, what effect does people doing this actually have on society? And I feel like what the actual effect is, regardless of what the intentions are, because, like, you can intend to raise a child flawlessly, or you can intend to do, like, just whatever, a lot of things, but what really matters is results. That's what actually matters. Intentions are nice and all, and there's some value in them, and there's something to consider, but what actually matters is results. And I feel like the results of what they do is more negative, and more negative than positive. That's my personal feeling on it. Especially someone who's grown up in a very far right state and everything. I've known a lot of people. There's a lot of people I've met up with too who've just, they have that idea of drag or those kind of things in their head, and they imagine trans people like that, you know. And it's part of the reason I have to go stealth and stuff, is because they don't understand what trans people actually are, because there's this confusion with the drag. You know, they imagine it as like a dude in a wig almost. You know, like, I've had that described to me before, and it's just, a lot of it comes from those sort of things. It's obviously a complex issue with a lot of facets to it, but I feel like not enough people are willing to stand up and actually say the true negatives to it, you know? So many people, especially on the left, they want to pretend like everything is just kind of hunky-dory and great always, you know, and like everything's fine, but like at some point we do have to kind of draw some lines and kind of understand some things a bit better, and recognize that intentions and results aren't always the same things. And thanks Fuzzy Buns for the cheer, and Aureus Khan again for the Stone Cold Killer gift. RuPaul's Drag Race seems like overplaying what a woman is or acts. I agree. Like, that stuff, it's ridiculous too, because you have no idea how many times I've been asked, like, oh, do you watch RuPaul's Drag Race? Or like, oh my god, who's in this season? Whatever. It's like, no, I don't fucking watch that shit. Like, you kidding me? I mean, that shit is offensive to me. Honestly, that's how I've always felt about it. And like, it feels like a mockery to me. Like, here's the thing about drag, like, what drag, like, if you want to say what drag is, like, it's someone coming out and they're as they feel and pretending to be someone as a fantasy for a moment in their life, for fun. They're doing it for fun, to express themselves, whatever you want to call it, and then they walk away, right? They get to go be that person, do that. It's like they're how is that not just being trans on a whim? Like, how being trans, like, on a whim, how is that not a mockery of trans people too? Like, you're fucking going out and essentially pretending to be trans for a few days. Like, how is that not offensive towards trans people if you actually really think about it and break it down? Like, trans people, we have to live with this every fucking day where there's no choice, and this is who you are. And like, for people to go out and just pretend like it's so easy to go back and forth, how is that not misleading and just like offensive towards trans people? How does that not create the wrong ideas where you can just go back and forth as you please? Like, oh yeah, I want to be a woman today. Oh, it's that easy. I can just go and do that and everything's fine and I'll have a great time and then I can go back. Like, how is that not both offensive and confusing? I guess it's more about perspective. You can like the intent and dislike how people or society react to it, or you can dislike the action no matter the intent and back the society's way of thinking. But also a pretty valid take. I consider drag something very different than gender expression. It's a performance. No, I mean, it is a performance. I will say that, but also it's complicated, right? I've also known a lot of people who do drag and then they do end up transitioning, or people who do drag and they don't, and they're using it for different reasons. But all the people I've known who have done drag, they're often, at the very least, pretty fucking confused about things. Because I've known a lot. And I'm not saying anything against them as human beings or anything. And I'm not talking about their intentions at all. I'm not saying they're bad people. These are, don't misunderstand me here. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the effect on society and the effect on trans people, on all that stuff, I feel like is an overall negative. It's a detriment, not a positive, and intentions only go so far. I believe the actual effects are, in general, not great. I think it'd be a bit different if they're portraying an actual person or trying to be a specific someone, but you always saw it as a person expressing their love for femininity in concept. I mean, I guess you could say that, Chief of Keys. I guess you can consider it an art. And art is able to be interpreted, right? It's a subjective experience. And you can say that. And that's not my argument either. My argument there is not that there's zero positives, right? It's not that there's nothing good about it. Like, you could say, but when it comes down to it, like, say in the Holocaust, they killed some murderers, right? They killed some Jews who were murderers in the Holocaust. That doesn't justify the Holocaust, though, does it? Right? Just because they got rid of some bad people, like, that's not how, my argument is, I guess, just that just because there's some positives, I believe that the negatives far outweigh the positives in this scenario. When it comes to a lot of that stuff, drag in particular, there's more negatives than there are positives. What's your take on non-binary people? Do you think they're just confused or valid? Honestly, I've kind of gone, it's a hard topic because I've seen both. Like, the truth is, there's a lot of cases where non-binary is a step to transition. I've seen it over and over and over again, like where people, they've used non-binary as just like they're not quite ready to do full transition yet and they're on the way, or they're just like not quite sure yet and they're sort of experimenting. And then I have seen cases where I think someone really is non-binary, where they really don't identify very strongly with either gender, but I think it's a lot more rare than it's put out there because there's so many people in there who are just using it as a form of experimentation, essentially. What do you think the overall drag community stands for and wants to be accepted as? Honestly, I don't really, in most cases, talking to them, I feel like they want to be accepted as women. But then I'm confused, I guess, why they want to be accepted as women, but they make, I guess I have a hard time understanding it. Because, I'm all about supporting people, and I certainly have never had any issues with any person who does drag on a personal level or anything. One of my best friends who I had, it was like my best friend for over 6 months, and he did drag. I don't have any issues with it on a personal level, but also he did drag because the reason he was like 6'4", and he was trans, but just didn't want to transition because he felt like he couldn't do it and stuff. And so it was a way of him coping with his shit, basically. And I've seen those kind of things a lot. And, the thing is, unless you're trans or like you've actually been a part of the community and you've truly seen the underbelly and you've you've been out there and you've met all these people and truly know them, not just their surface shit or whatever image they portray. From what I've seen though of it, is most of the people who do these kind of things, it's not what you idealize. It's not that they're doing some form of high fucking art. It's that they're really fucking confused and struggling and doing that. And I don't know. It is a complex issue, and it's probably the thing I've struggled the most with, as far as just opinions on. And I have so many opinions that kind of go back and forth on it, and I really try and see it from both sides and everything. I'm just putting out a perspective here that most people don't put out. And I mean, I'm kind of playing devil's advocate. I'm playing it up a bit more than I do, just so that other opinion actually does get out there some, because I feel like so many people are way too scared to actually say it. Trans people or people on the left, but the fact is pretty much every trans person I've talked with essentially has the same opinion as me. The vast majority who I'm actually talking to in private, like, who aren't out there on the internet and trying to put out a certain perfect far left image persona, that doesn't rock the boat or whatever. But like, just trying to put it out there that there's some issues there, in my opinion. You're not critical about this, but it makes sense that you're concerned about the portrayal of femininity. Yeah. I know at least one Twitch partner that has a drag persona. I don't know if they're into AMAs though. I mean, there's like Finn, or what's his name? Finster? Right? Which that's a totally different thing. I mean, well, I don't know if you're talking about him, but that's not drag, in my opinion. Finster isn't drag. That's a totally different thing. I like Finster. I think he is cool. He doesn't ask to be called she. Like, the drag queens I know, they want to be called she. Like, it's a different thing, and he actually brings about trans awareness and stuff in his stream, and he has a trans roommate, and he's aware of their opinions and feelings on it, and he's just a guy who happens to look really good with a wig and some fake boobs on, and exploits that for money, and that's totally cool. But again, not the same as trans or drag, in my opinion. Like, he's not making, I don't know, it's different. He doesn't do like typically not super crazy elaborate shit or whatever. It just different. As a fan of drag and RuPaul, they allow both men and women to be drag on their shows. It's a freedom of expression.